Hey, testing. This is Brian Walker. I'm giving you a shout out right now from Truth Between Lines. Decided, hey, it was time to do this. We got breaking news all over the place. It seems like it's been actually a very, very busy day. I'm going to check in and make sure my volume is working and everything is happening correctly. But let's just give me a minute on that. All right, very cool. So it looks like it is. So awesome. But yeah, man, I don't know. For being a Wednesday, it just kind of it just seems like everything's hitting. I mean, Pam Bonnie's going on. You know, she's up there. They got the Clintons testifying. You got the Olympics going on. Jason Vanderbeek passing away, which is kind of sad. But just, I don't know. It just seems like there's a bunch of stuff. And I said to myself, man, I gotta go. I gotta go online and do it. Um, and I'm getting texts about something completely different. Yeah. But anyway, so we'll give a minute, get people on here real quick and kind of check in, see what's happening. Yeah, but lots is happening. But we're gonna walk through it. We're gonna figure it all out together. I might even read the perspective page here. I was gonna go through a few things. Yeah, Sam Darnold spending way too much money playing. How does he feel about winning the Super Bowl but paying taxes? Man, it's just some fun stuff. But let's add a couple cool little things in the chat too, and we'll do some captions here. I wanted to update my captions. X. Now, what I got to do, I got to figure out the best way to do it online here and figure that out. So X, which is, let me see here. X is the truth between. That was the problem with getting my channel up and running is I love the name and I got majority of all of them, but because there's only so many characters in some of them, like X, you can't get the full name on there. And even like, I'm really close, I apologize. The truth. This will all make sense, I swear. I could actually type. Oh my God. The one for Instagram, you have to have underscore in there as well. And then, oh, we're on TikTok now too. I just realized I signed up for TikTok. YouTube. TikTok. At the, no. I swear this will all make sense. Truth. Man, I just can't type for a Rumble. All right, let's save that. And we'll add that to there. We will slow it down a little bit so you can read it. And then we'll kind of check it out. All right, there we go. Hey, we got it. I'm still working on this Restream thing. I'm doing this from Restream, which is a little different for me. I haven't really used it a whole lot. I know it has a whole bunch of advantages and stuff like that. I haven't quite gotten it. So bear with me when I do. It should be a good thing. I know I was having problems when I was just doing it directly from my phone or computer onto YouTube. And what was happening was I wasn't getting all the comments. So a lot of the comments were banned and or shadowed and whatever else. And that was kind of pissing everybody off because they're like, why didn't you answer my question? I said, I don't even see a question. I don't know what you're talking about. But finally we figured it out. Like, no, they're banning it. I went through all my the filters and things like that. Couldn't find anything to do with any of the filters that were, they're slowing me up or anything like that too. So I really don't know. I don't know what was happening, but on Restream, I get every single chat on there, which is fantastic. And that's kind of the way it should be because I want to be able to talk to people and figure out, hey, if I'm getting your chat or your opinion or whatever else, I want to make sure I know it. And you don't have to put in codes or kind of weird thing. People abbreviating words just because they don't want to be hit by the filters. So it was kind of interesting how that all played out. But hey, I'm going to call you Arden. How you doing, Arden? Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate that. But yeah, that was really a problem on that whole thing where we were having a whole good night, good conversation, but for some reason they just weren't showing up at all. But hey, Art, where are you chatting from? Put it in the comments too. Let me just know who I'm talking to. I don't need specifics, just state or country, wherever you're from. A lot of times on these chats, we get people from around the world, and knowing where they're at gives me a whole platitude of like questions that I might actually have for them and trying to figure out just stuff. So anyway, that's kind of it. Hey, we hit 5 minutes. If you're just here for the first time, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to boost that a little bit, get that going on there, and just having some good times. But yeah, check in, let me know. Let's see. Yep. Prove that there are pass. Yep. So anyway, a lot of good stuff on there. You're from Iran. Okay. Oh, well, I definitely want to talk to you then. All right. So what is happening right now in Iran? I mean, if you could even sum it up, I mean, I'm glad you have internet. Are you using Starlink? What's the deal? What's happening in Iran? How did you get onto this channel too, for that matter? I mean, it's kind of weird. Obviously, I'm in the United States, so it's like, how are you even tuning in? What even time is it there? You're probably what, like 6 or 7 hours ahead of us? I don't know. What fill me in. I got lots of questions, and I'll be more than happy to talk and do all that because I really don't know. Hey, Wesley. All right. I like you, Wesley. You're my favorite already. That's cool. Either you've been on this channel before or something, or you're just throwing that out there like fishing or something. I don't know. Free your hostage. News equals bombs. Yeah. See, I don't know, man. It's hard for us over here to like what is actually going on to understand what's true and what's not, what's misinformation, that kind of thing. So our intent is back, our internet is back, but the president is killing all of us. Fuck, man. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. How many people do you think now? Okay, Wesley. Okay, very cool, Wesley. Good. How many people do you think right now have actually been killed, slaughtered, assassinated in Iran in the past, 2 weeks, something like that? Yeah, that's a good question though, Pedro. Yeah, has Art House been near a bomb? I mean, I don't want to know exact specifics, but let me know on that one. Pedro, yo habla español, por favor, but that's about as far as I can do. No. I took a little bit of college Spanish, but that was about it. So it's 1:30. Well, that was about it. But so we can do a little bit back and forth. But yeah, I'm still serious about Iran though, about Art. What is happening, man? What is happening over there? Fill us in. I'll probably have more questions as we go along. Pedro, where are you at? Are you in America? Are you South America, Mexico? Yeah. Again, I don't want specifics. I just want to know, area, that kind of thing. But wow, seriously. Okay, 5K. All right. So we heard a lot more. So that's actually a good thing that it's only 5K. That's crazy. Oh, Pedro. Okay, well, I was wondering what you're betting on that one. 130 a week. Yeah. Oh man, that's rough. Okay, so yeah, it's still ongoing. Hey, Mark, good to see you, Mark. Thanks for jumping on here in the chat. South End of Essex. Okay, cool. Peru, man, weird, man. We got Iran, we got Peru, we got England. This is really cool, man. Wesley, where are you from? Are you actually in America or what? Because I'm sitting here in Eastern America, so it's just funny we could check in there. Mass burials, shit, man. Yeah. I mean, I was reading reports. I did a couple stories and videos about the information that I had. I don't know how much of it was right. I was going to pull it up right here and look, but I did. And I was talking to a bunch of people about it. Yeah, that's gotta be tough. It's gotta be tough, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Indiana. Okay, very cool. Indiana. Yeah. How cold? Were you the one the other day I was talking about how cold it was? You said that was 7 degrees or something like that. Sorry if I forgot that, but I don't know why I remember that, because it was like 16 degrees here and it was 7 degrees in Indiana. You guys are freezing. But no, Indiana's a state in America, in the United States. So And Pedro, not India. But you're Peru. Wow. Okay. That's cool. But yeah, Art, if you can tell us more, just let us know. Let us know what's happened. And Mark, what's happening in England? I mean, what Kim Star or Kim Star, whatever you want to call his name, that's is he going to be fired or step down, or what's happening with him with his whole thing there too? Because that's really interesting as well. There's a lot of changeover going on. So, yeah, that was crazy. Man, it's just so much turmoil going on in the country, in the whole world right now. Obviously, Venezuela going all the way up. Iran's going on. England's going on. You got a bunch of people that are being arrested and unfortunately deleted, for that matter, across the board. So, yeah, it's been a pretty rough time. So, anyway, another just sad stories is heartbreaking. Okay, yeah, that's terrible, man. Well, as long as you're safe, I mean, hopefully you're okay and you're doing well, because I hate to have something, I don't know if they can pinpoint this whole broadcast or what, but that would be pretty horrible. Mio to be in. It's good. So what's me, Pedro? I don't know what Mio means. What does that mean? In Spanish. I gotta look. See, I'm gonna learn myself. Oh, how does that work? Mine is good. That doesn't even make sense, Pedro. Mine is good. But all right. Replace some soon, hopefully. Kistar, terrible prime minister. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Miss Prim, how you doing? Half demon. Okay. All right. Welcome to the chat. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but all right. Yeah. But he can step down though, right? Keir Starmer. I mean, they just stepped down, because it's kind of different here in America. The president can't just step down really per se. I don't know how that works, if they have to bring somebody on or what, but it's interesting. 20 kills in 2 weeks. Pedro, are you talking about Iran? Are you talking about Peru on that one? So yeah, that's rough, man. But yeah, fill me in exactly what you're talking about on that one. Peru's in serious safety problems. Is it really? Okay. Is that the cartels or something down there? I mean, what's causing all the turmoil and things? He can, but he won't. Okay. So you can step down though. Yeah. You don't think so? Was he elected by a large amount then or something? Did he have a big following, or is that one of those things where he just kind of, people weren't looking the right way and he swooped in there and did it? I don't know. But yeah, I got you, Pedro. I got you. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, Pedro, is it the cartels? Maybe I know there's like a 4-second delay on this thing too, and I tend to talk fast. Oh, terrorist. Okay, shit. All right, man, that's rough. So what can you do about it? I mean, what can you do as like a private? I'm assuming you're a private citizen, but what can you actually do it? Oh, you're taking off? All right, Pedro. Well, be good. Make sure you like and subscribe, okay? I appreciate it on there. But yeah. Oh man, the world, man, is upside down. I don't know what's happening with that, but that is pretty crazy. Let me take a look at this. What's happening? You got that. Nope. Live. Sorry, I'm not avoiding you. I wanted to check something out real quick before I saw it going forward, but okay. All right. So anyway, people are going outside shouting at the president like bad stuff, and they get killed. Man, that's Art, man. I'm sorry. You are going outside and shouting at the president. All right, so G was it G Ghost Rider? I'm not sure. Your stream looks very fun, but I don't understand anything, so I have to use a translator. Please start learning Russian, because soon the whole world will be speaking it. Okay. All right. Good luck with that one, Ghost Rider. I'm going to call you Ghost Rider if that's okay. I don't know if that's, or if it's, but anyway, appreciate you jumping on the chat. That's very cool. Awesome, guys. So yeah, there is so much happening right now in the world. It just, oh boy. I mean, you got Russian, you're Russian. You're talking about Ukraine going on too. I actually know somebody from Ukraine that's here in America and waiting on a few things. They're headed out, but I don't know. It's really, you write that down. It actually makes me a note. I got to interview her before she leaves. But anyway, I did a couple shorts recently, actually very, very recently going on. I don't know if you had a chance to look at them or what, or even care, but it's talking about, well, a lot of this stuff. Winter Olympics. If you guys are interested in that, have you been watching it? I mean, God, Iran. It sounds like well, Pedro's already took it off, but Peru and everything else is just so much going on right now that is anybody even paying attention to the Olympics at all? Does anybody even care? Because that's kind of if you're fighting for survival, you're fighting for your own country. Do you even care who's a matter of, who do you even care who's actually skiing fast or going down a mountain? Do I do live games? No, I don't. I don't do live games. My games are like the old school stuff. I've done a few, but never really online. I did Call of Duty for a while with my son, but then he just started kicking my behind. He started killing me a whole bunch of stuff, and so I gave up on that one. But no, I decided I didn't want to do a whole lot of games, that kind of thing. So it was, I don't know if I ever have time. My whole strategy, my whole hobby right now is basically doing stories like this and doing the thing. Mostly obtuse. Where are you from? Just check in with what country are you from then? We don't have any winter in our country. That is kind of a problem if you don't have that. So back to Mark from England. He was elected to be prime minister by the people of the United Kingdom. He's part of the Labour Party. Promised this, that, and the other. Nothing he promised has happened apart from. Yeah, we got a lot of that with politicians, don't we? It's one thing when you can say whatever you want to when you're getting elected, you're running through it, trying to go, you try and make all these promises, and then all of a sudden, man, you can't deliver, or you have all the best intentions and you want to do what's right. We want to do what your ideas are, but then when you actually get in the office, you realize you can't do that. That doesn't work that way. And I think that a lot of people get frustrated in politics because it's such a slow moving ship and they want to run and move. And maybe they had a company like Elon Musk that he was basically responsible for everything. And he would just tell somebody to do something and they would do it. And then you hit the government and you just can't do it. Yeah. I mean, it's plain up simple. You just can't do it. So that was what I was thinking on that whole aspect of it too. But I mean, it's no excuse. I mean, I saw a lot of the stuff. People are getting arrested in England right now for posting stuff online, even making comments, that kind of thing. I mean, I don't know if that's all exactly true, Mark. Fill us in if it's, what you're seeing. But to me, even just the thought, I mean, me running this channel. All right. See you, Miss Brim. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll talk later on next time down the road. But thanks for coming on. But yeah, as far as me just running this channel, doing these lives, I'd hate to think that I can actually talk about something and then all of a sudden be swatted, have somebody walk in my house and take me off to jail. So I don't know, Art, you can tell a story. I don't know. You're kind of scaring me a little bit now though, because now I just go for it. If you want to type it in there, or if you want to ask me something, I'll tell you. That's fine. But actually, I'm looking at my shorts right now. I did get a comment on something, so that's good. Published, held, apply. Nope. Published, apply. Just. So I put on there about housing, so they can do this, but they can't release the Epstein file. So that's the degree. Oh, that's. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot of Miss Prim. Appreciate it. I was responding to a comment right now. There we go. Yeah, you never know when you're getting what people are going to be on certain things, what they're going to talk about and do. So, you throw it out there with a bunch of shorts and videos, and just people are weird sometimes. I'm telling you right now. But yeah, anyway, take a look at my shorts. I put those out today. Got some upcoming videos I got coming out this week. Wanted to jump on here and do this live. Hey, we're at 20 minutes, though. If you guys are here for the first time, please like and subscribe. Looks like a lot of you guys already have, so that's awesome. I appreciate that. But definitely do that. Hey, let's see. Trump is going to strike Iran. Actually, yeah. So is it Ron and Jeller? I'm going to call you Ron, if that's okay. Hope that's okay. But yeah, welcome from Israel. Cool. God, we got people from Iran. We have a person from Iran on here right now, actually, if you want to ask that question. Yeah, there. Okay, Art just commented back. Art is from Iran right now. We were just talking to somebody from Peru. We got somebody from England as well coming on here. But personally, do I think he's going to strike it? No, I don't think he's going to strike. Donald Trump ran on the whole thing of he was going to be the peaceful president. He wasn't going to start any wars. He was going to end all the wars. He was going to do all the things, which to a certain degree he has. I think there's like 9 different places, 9 different skirmishes or places that were either at war or civil war or something was going on that he cured, or at least he's taking credit for it. Ukraine and Russia was one of the other ones too that he's trying to basically stop that going on. So I don't think that he's going to invade Iran. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I don't think he's going to do anything. I think him putting the Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier and all the other ships and the armada that's in the Mediterranean Sea right now, that's more of what's called saber rattling. Just telling, hey, we can do it. You know, you watched what we did in Venezuela when they got Maduro out of there real quick. You know, we can strike. We know we can do all these things. But if you want to come to the negotiating tables, let's talk there. And I think that's what's going on right there. But Maker64, hey, welcome from Australia, man. So we got basically the whole world covered at this point. I guess with the guy from Russia, that takes up Asia. So we got Asia, we got Europe, we got Australia. We had South America and Peru, but no, I think he left. I think he took off. But so anyway, Maker, let me know if you have a subject. But yeah, going back to Trump though, I don't feel that he's going to do it. I don't know what we would actually benefit from it. If anything, I would say Trump will help Israel go into Iran, if that makes sense. I don't know if I could be completely wrong on that one, but it just seems like Gaza, the Palestinians, and everything, all that going on is kind of ending, and I hope it's ending, and maybe some more things will be focused on elsewhere. But all right, so Art, yeah, basically it's hard for Trump to strike, but because other countries are with our president, that's why it becomes a war if they strike a bomb. Yeah. See, Art, thanks for checking in. Hey, not a bot. Hey, from Antarctica. Yeah, that's for you guys know. Obviously, you just heard all the different continents. That was the one we're missing. So good to know. I didn't realize you're from Antarctica. But yeah, not a bot's on here all the time. So hey, good to see you, buddy. But yeah, so that is interesting though, because you're right. Although I mean, I hear what you're saying that you're with the Iranian president, but I just wonder. I mean, because it won't be just the United States attacking. I mean, it could be all of the NATO alliance and all the allies there going in there and attacking all of them. So would that be able to do it? I mean, would that be enough? But hey, Aaron Bortner, hey, buddy, good to see you again. You're the guy from Indiana. We actually have a totally different guy from Indiana as well. I don't know if he's still on here, but Wesley Alverson, if you're still on here, he was from Indiana too. We were talking about the weather. But Aaron, I remember, hopefully it's hotter than 7 degrees like it was, last week or something like that when we were here. But anyway, I get sidetracked. So yeah, back to Iran. So, I mean, if it's the whole NATO allies that are going in there and kind of who has more friends, is it Israel or is it Iran's president that has more friends? And especially for finding out the 5,000 people have died in Iran, been killed by the government, is NATO going to back that up? Are they going to be okay with that? Yeah, that's, I guess we'll find out. Maybe we'll find out. No one really knows. But the whole idea is peace. I mean, the whole idea is absolute peace. And whatever shows up on that, we'll see what happens. Just fingers crossed and all that stuff. And you just hope. So anyway, Aaron, what's going on over there? What's happening in Australia? Maker for 64, let me know. Again, we're approaching 25 minutes, so you guys haven't liked and subscribed, please do. At least give me the thumbs up, at least for that matter. Trying to grow this channel a lot, and we're actually doing pretty good tonight, so I appreciate you guys doing that. But yeah, hopefully there's a lot of stuff happening there. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what's happening in Indiana or If anybody watched Super Bowl, if anybody even cares about that, other than our American guys from Indiana. But again, if we're talking people from Australia, we're talking about England, we're talking Iran and Israel. All you care about is what we call soccer, which is your football. So I can't have that conversation because I have no idea. I could barely tell you. Yeah, I couldn't tell you anybody at all. That is funny though. Yeah. I don't know. I know football is just such a huge sport everywhere around there. I was just checking a few things. All right. So we got that going on. Yeah, let me know. Check it in. The chat got quiet all of a sudden. I'm not sure why, but hopefully you guys can come back on there and let me know. And we didn't get stopped or anything, did we? No. What? You know what's weird? I'm missing a comment from Ron. His going to leave us. I'm missing that comment for some reason. It's weird because it's not on my Streamline or StreamYard or no, what Restream, but it's on my laptop. Huh. That's weird, Ron. I don't know what happened there, but so just so you guys know my setup. Yeah, just so you guys know my setup, I have a laptop in front of me, which is the Restream, which is what I'm trying to look at. And then I have my laptop, which is on my personal account. That's basically just kind of going through the motions here. But some comments are showing up on my personal page laptop, but it's not showing up on my Restream. Abortion murder. Hey, Michael, welcome to the chat. Yes, it is. So there's that. Okay. Yeah, that would be definitely interesting conversation compared to what we're doing. We can't live with okay. So Ron from Israel, we can't live with ballistic missiles, so we can nuclear them. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. I mean, you want to, yeah, that's a big stretch there too. But yeah, I really hope that doesn't happen. Obviously, that's worst case scenario right there. But you definitely could do it. You definitely could do it. Frozen. Did I get frozen? No. Okay. All right. Not about. Keep me in line. Okay. Okay. Basically, we have to not go to the hospital because some cops are dressed as doctors and they are going to take us to prison. They need 1 million Iran dollars for us to free our family. That is absolutely crazy, Art. For those just joining us, Art's from Iran, kind of filling us in on what's going on. But yeah, I heard the hospitals were a bad thing overall. Okay. So I heard that was a bad thing overall, going to the hospital because they were trying to just basically do that. But I didn't realize they were dressing as doctors. Man, that's some information. Michael, what's your thought on gay people who claim to be Christian? All right. Completely different than Iran and Israel and all that, which if you guys want to check in on how you guys feel about, gay, lesbian, all that stuff too, let me know. No problem at all. I would say this. I'm at that point in my life. I really don't care. Hey, Jocelyn, welcome back. Hope the kids are doing good. Your two little girls and everything else. I'm at the point now where I'm like, listen, I don't care what adults do. As long as it doesn't affect me, as long as you don't make me do anything, I'm cool. I don't care. And I hope that they're Christian because I hope everybody loves God. But at the same time, leave the kids alone. And that's my biggest problem. Just leave the kids alone. I mean, that to me is the most important thing overall, because I'm sick and tired of kids having problems with, we just, you're from Canada, Jocelyn, you're from Canada. What happened in British Columbia right now? 10 people were killed, murdered by that guy wearing a dress. I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions because obviously we don't know the whole story yet. I'm sure it'll come out. I was listening to the, I think it was a police chief or sheriff or something like that. And he was confirming that this was a person that was born a man, but yet converted, I think 6 years ago to be a woman, obviously got mental problems. So that's rough. I mean, that is awful overall, but yeah, Josh, are you in British Columbia or which province are you in? I can't remember offhand which one you're in, but yeah, that's sickening. I was just talking earlier about what's going on in the world, and that kind of came up as well. That was a big problem on that whole end. So, but by the way, we're approaching 30 minutes. If you guys are here for the first time, please make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Help out. We'll get some more people on here too. But I started learned English at 4 years old. Now I'm 11. I learned English from YouTube. I watched English people, and I understand the assignment. My talent is learning English. You're only 11, Art? You're telling me this information? Man, is that true? You're actually 11 years old? Because I was thinking from your reports, I thought you were a lot older than that. What is that symbol? What is it? Joshua, what is that? Like a Chinese pagoda? What is that? Anyway, but yeah, if you've been doing, wow, I mean, 7 years to learn English, that's pretty darn good. Who is the master race, says Michael? Man, you're asking the tough questions tonight. Man, I would say there is not a master race overall. I can't go for that one. No, I'm not going to. I don't believe there's any master race overall, but other than the human race. How about that one? Does that bow out a little bit? But yeah, okay. But hey, Art, that's cool, man. That's really cool that you're 11 years old. I was expecting a lot more. But yeah, a lot of stuff happening on that whole thing. Let's see here. What else was I looking at doing? Joshua, you're 24 years old? No. Yeah, Michael, this is not the channel for that. I answered your other two questions, I thought, pretty honestly. That one's still towing the line a little bit on that, but so yeah. More than happy to write anything else. Let's see. What is this? Bro, I heard Canada will be the second territory of China. Hey, error 911, Rosebud. Bro, I heard Canada will be the second territory of China. Is that classified? Well, yeah, what were they? Okay, fill me in, because I did see a headline about that. That Canada and China were trying to, like negotiate trade deals and everything else. And Trump was shutting that down because he said whatever trade deal is that Canada does with China, he's going to raise the tariff so much higher. And obviously Canada can't go away from us. There's just no way. There's no way you can have a Chinese base in Canada space with all that. But, Jocelyn, I'm sorry, fireworks. I don't know. But how do we stop the Indian invasion? Michael, I don't know if it's the Indian invasion or more the Somali African invasion, maybe. I mean, you're talking to people from India. I don't know if I wouldn't say that's necessarily invasion unless you got something I don't know about. Hey, well, Michael, what state are you into? Just curious. Don't give me like any address or anything. But I talk from Google because I don't know how to write. I just know how to read and talk. Oh, that's cool. All right. So everything you're being is translated too. That's cool. That's good. But Michael, back to your question. Back to your question. First off, border wall. You got to stop the bleeding, right? First thing you do when you're actually bleeding is you stop the wound from bleeding out. So we did that, where we're doing that anyway, as long as the Democrats stay out of the way. Second thing is we start doing mass deportation. That's it. Done. Oh, Canada half occupied by Indians, now Chinese. That's frustrating. Okay, I didn't know that error. I did not know that. All right, Jocelyn, take care. Say hi to the kids for us. I did not know that was I didn't. Oh, excuse me, man. I had a burp. Sorry. No, I did not know that then. If that's what you're talking about, Michael, I didn't know that Canada half occupied by Indians. I didn't know that. I'm going to write that down. A lot of the stuff I do, I write down. Just basically, I'll check it out later because again, we're all learning, right? So does Canada have mass Indian? Okay. Yeah, we'll look at that. We'll see. If you guys say so, I'll go with it until I find out otherwise, but I don't know. Yeah, but I don't translate it in our language. I say it in English. I just don't know how to write. Okay. Hey, that's there's a lot of Americans that have spoken English all of their life that don't know how to write. And we're finding that out with text messages right now. Bear with me. Give me a minute here. All right. Good. Man, it's funny. It only tells me that one person's watching right now, but considering you guys are all chatting with me, either there's a huge problem with the feed and I just lost everybody, or that's wrong. So I'm hoping there's more than one person watching me right now. And I am really far behind. Hey, thanks, Art. Appreciate it. I love your channel. It's my first time seeing it. I subscribe. I love your content. Please. Oh, very cool. Well, again, just put on the playlist. I need watch hours. So put on the playlist and just watch them all as you go. And I talk fast, and that's kind of my thing is I listen fast and I talk fast. So my apologies for doing that. So error, not error. I think Quebecians have to ensure their protection before it's too late. Is it Quebec? Is that what's going on? Oh, they still speak French though there, right? So India would have to learn. God, they'd have to learn French and English, I believe. But I don't know. Error, where are you from again? Did I forget that? Did you tell me? I wasn't sure. Error, Canada. Are you from Canada? I'm just curious. I'm just, for more purposes, I just want to know who I'm talking to if I got other questions as well. But yeah, it's weird because now it says I just have one person. But literally, if you guys are all conversating with me on the chat, that doesn't make sense at all. But and by the way, if you're on other social media platforms, that little scroll at the bottom tells you all the ones we are under. It's pretty much all Truth Between Lines on there. Typically, I got the same logo, so you'll be able to follow that and do that. From planet Earth. Okay. All right. Well, hey, give me a hemisphere at least, like North America, Europe, whatever. So just either hemisphere or at least a continent. Okay. Just so I know who I'm talking to. I'm not chasing it down or anything. I'm just curious. I'm just naturally curious. That's what this whole channel is for, is so we can all learn from each other too. And I might have questions that, I just don't know, for that matter. But let's see here. There was one thing I usually like reading the newspaper too, for a lot of these things to kind of get the reactions. And yeah, I always love this. I always love the letters to the editors. If you ever still actually read like a real newspaper, that's the kind of thing you'll see on here. Art, very cool, Art. Well, this is one that came to the letter to the editor. Where were the protesters when Obama deported millions? So before you get hoodwinked in believing everything you see or hear regarding all the protests going on now regarding immigration, remember this. During the 2 terms of President Obama from 2009 to 2016 under the direction of Janet Napolitano, I don't know. Over 5.3 million illegal immigrants were either deported or self-returned to their other countries. Where was the indignation then? Where were the protests then? There weren't any. Why? Because the Republicans knew it was going to correct thing to do, and mainly because the Democrats were in power and didn't want to upset the apple cart. Today, President Trump is doing exactly the same thing that President Obama did, except this time the Republicans are in power. Liberal Democrats are now upset about exactly the same thing that the President Obama did, except now they see it as a way to stir the American public, incite riots, et cetera, et cetera. These mostly paid protesters are few in number, but the liberal press covers each one as a major event, further inflaming the American public. Next time you vote, remember, these protests aren't about principles or about justice. They are about politics. So that's from Ernest Schmidt. So congratulations. That was pretty much a good article on that one. But yeah, you got these pictures of people are standing there with abducted signs. See, that's the problem. In art and who's the one from Israel? I'm sorry, I forget your name. But the person from Israel, like all of the stuff going on, even Mark from England. You guys got a whole bunch of stuff more going on than we got over here with people being deported from our country. I mean, so all these little anti-ICE and Minneapolis people are all concerned about the stupid reasons for no big deal at all because they need to grow up. Let's just put it that way. And freaking ICE would probably be done by now in Minnesota, ripped up everybody out of there and be done and moved on. But they're having so much problems going forward on that one. But anyway, that was a little much. So anyway, we're here hitting 40 minutes. Hey, Ronnie. Okay, so it's Ronnie. Very cool. Ronnie Geller. We're hitting 40 minutes, guys. If you have it just here for the first time, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, especially with the thumbs up. That'd be awesome. But that was one thing. And then you get the flip side, of course, we must rally against this tyranny and madness. Trump shamelessly markets the office for his own benefit, which is hilarious to me. Many common jobs with lower pay. So, yeah. Oh, I'm evil. Okay. All right, Gorgon, see you later. See you on the field. Yeah, amazing when people don't actually like something they do, that all of a sudden becomes completely argumentative and everything else. Minnesota reminds me of one song every time. Exactly. Art, I'm from the United States, if you're asking me, but yeah. But hey, you know what, Error? If you think that, then Gorgon Black thinks you're evil. So there you go. But I don't think you're evil at all. But yeah, that's the funny thing about all of that. Anyway, I guess that guy came in on a girl or whatever he wants to use as a pronoun. Came on at the right time, because I don't want to waste anybody's time on that one. But that's very cool. But hopefully they do show up and be like, yeah, I'm moving on, which is completely fine with me. God, is it already 7? Okay, it's already 7 o'clock here. Wow. All right, interesting. But I always want to follow these people too and find them later on, and how they even get on my channel too. If you like, I don't want to get into it. It's getting late. I don't feel like getting into it overall, but yeah. Anyway, give me something fun to talk about. Let's talk about something good. I talked a lot about stuff, and it's hard because we're talking to people around the world, and it's like I don't have any really worldly news. I have a bunch of stuff that's happening here in America, but I don't think you guys would be interested around the thing. All right, sounds good. Yeah. My name is Brian. So yeah, just look us up. I pretty much try and go live every night, probably between the hours and, well, my time 6 and 7, which I have no idea what time it is over there. So, but that's definitely put it on the alerts and hit the little notification button. So when I go live, it'll trigger you. You'll know that I'm on here. But anyways, good talking to you. Thanks for the information. But be safe wherever you're at there in Iran. So very good. Man, that is crazy. NFL. All right, Ronnie. Yeah. So I'm a Patriot fan. I grew up in New England. So I was kind of not happy about that game, but the Seahawks definitely had it. I mean, they were a very strong bunch, and see you later. They are a very strong defensive line that just absolutely made the offensive line of the Patriots look like freaking college people or high school people. God, it was awful. Drake May, I don't blame him for getting and trying to stay alive, but yeah, it just seems like the Seahawks just kind of absolutely rolled on them. But I don't know, Ronnie, what'd you think? Am I on the right track? Are you the same kind of feeling the same way or what? You say you're the one that brought it up, but that was good. Ronnie, where are you from? And Ronnie, where are you from? Remind me, I'm going back trying to figure it out, but oh, Ronnie, you're from Israel. What do you know about NFL? Did I just say a whole bunch of stuff on there that you have no idea? My crown prince is doomed at Epstein Island. Now it's time to end the British monarchy. Oh, right. You're talking to England. Yeah. From, Mark, are you still on here, Mark, from England? What do you think about the Epstein Islands or Epstein Island and the crown prince? Not the crown prince. No, it wasn't that. Well, the prince, was it Andrew that was there or Edward? I don't know. I get him confused. I don't care, but who's the, yeah, Error, what crown prince you talking about? I'm thinking there's more than one, right? I mean, there's more than one out in the world, and I haven't seen which one's actually which one's actually on the island. I don't know. The funny thing though, too, if you'll notice, Error, your comment isn't showing up under the YouTube platform. So maybe when you I'm not telling you to do anything wrong, but maybe when you're putting in certain words, insert other stuff so I can still understand it, but YouTube doesn't get picked up on the filters of YouTube. So just be ready for that. We have cable satellite. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, at least you still have stuff, I tell you. Yeah. I don't care either. See, I knew we'd get along there. I knew we'd get along. That's the funny thing about it. I really don't care. After Meghan Markle, I was watching her on Suits when she was on, the actress and everything else. And then all of a sudden she's the, not the queen, but princess. I don't know what the hell you call her. I was like, whatever, I'm done with this stuff. But That is funny. So anyway, I'm realizing it's getting late, and I actually have somewhere to be in about 29 minutes, and I still gotta get changed and ready to go. So if anybody has any last second stuff, put it in the chat. Let me know. Yes, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, put it in the chat. Let me know. But like I said, I try and get on here every night, somewhere around the time, and but please, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet already, please do. Set your alerts. Watch some of the videos that I put through on there. Maybe watch them, make notes or whatever. Then next time I'm on chat with you guys, you can tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, or add to the stories too. That's always a good thing to have on that one. But other than that, man, I appreciate you guys being on here. And I'm sorry I ended a little early because, like I said, I got somewhere to be, and it has just been one of those days. So, but the news cycle, God, man, it's crazy, right? So, all right, guys. Well, God bless. Be safe. Be safe out there, wherever you're at in the world, from Australia to England to Peru earlier, Israel, Iran. Be safe, guys. All right. Y'all take care. I'm going to wait a minute just to clear it up. Yeah. All right. Bye, y'all. Take care.